Hey there, St. Louis FC Fleur de Lis faithful. Welcome to the very first episode of STL FC Insider. I'm your host, Dan Kohler. We have a lot of ground to cover in our inaugural episode, so let's get to it. Coming up on this edition of STL FC Insider, we'll sit down with the goal-scoring sensation Irvin Herrera.
I didn't really start playing until I came to the U.S.
Find out why he decided to move 1,000 miles away from home to chase his dream of playing professional soccer. That's straight ahead. Also tonight, you can count on another Dan's Dozen. This week, it's all about the movies, so be sure to stick around for that.
Hi, I'm Musa. Coming up, we've got the lads doing a crossbar challenge.
The boys stuck around after training this week to compete in a little crossbar challenge. Find out who racked up the most points to take home bragging rights for the week. We know one thing for sure. The competition among teammates is as fierce as it is against the opposition. That's coming up a little later in the show. We'll tell you where you can pick up our specialty brew, Ale Fleur 1. It's been a big hit so far this summer, so find out where you can get yours. And if you haven't downloaded the new STL FC app, well, you're missing out. We've got the details on how you can stay close to the action with our new mobile app. That's all coming up tonight on STL FC Insider. Plus, we've got our goals of the week. Stay tuned for that. But tonight, we start with a sit-down with the St. Louis FC fan favorite. If you've been to a game so far this season or streamed one online, you've no doubt seen Irvin Herrera find the back of the net. Here is our one-on-one sit-down with Irvin.
Herrera holds up, shoots, scores, Herrera! Oh, the stop and go. Now you see it, now you don't. Into the back of the net and a double backflip.
Growing up in El Salvador, for me, I would say it was basically my whole childhood. I was introduced to soccer from my second week when I was born. There's my whole family was just into soccer. Our town had a team called Spartans. So my dad and my uncles and my brothers play there, and basically I was introduced since I was born. There was a soccer academy in El Salvador that my uncle ran, but I didn't really play much because I was just in school. I just played it for fun, and I would play with my friends on the streets and whenever I had a chance to go to the stadium to see my dad or like the team play, I would get on the field and just kick the ball around with my friends. But once I came into the U.S., I didn't really start playing until I was like 14. I didn't come here until I was like 10. And I was a goalie when I first started playing, so that's a big change up for me. My caps for national team, I would say it's, I got my first one against Argentina. I would say that's a huge one, playing against all those big players, big names. It was huge for me. And then I got a couple more friendlies before I got called up for the Gold Cup. So I played those 3 games in the Gold Cup, and then I had some qualifier games against St. Kitts and Nevis, and then Curaçao. It was huge for me.
Now here comes St. Louis again. In on goal, roll one through, a shot, he scores! Oh, Herrera!
Playing in the U.S. for St. Louis, it's a big thing for me, First going to El Salvador, starting there, my whole professional career. It's something I've been wanting, since I was little. But coming here, it's a choice that my brother and I had made. It's something that we were looking for. Just start in El Salvador and then look forward for something better, And I knew that here it was a really good choice for me. It was a really good fit. I was talking to the coaches when I was back in El Salvador before my last season with Santa Tecla ended. They said I was one of the players. Like the way I played is what they were looking for, and I looked and talked with my brother about it, and he said, "Look, just go for it." Thank God, everything's working out really well for me. We still have a long season to go, and I know we're gonna get far.
Look who it is one more time. It's Herrera. And if he was in St. Louis, you might see some hats
My name is Herrera, and I'm from San Julian Sonsonate in El Salvador, and I play for St. Louis FC.
Shot by Herrera, off the post and in! What a strike from Herrera, my goodness!
Thanks to Urban for sitting down with us. In next week's episode, we will talk with another St. Louis FC player about his journey from Europe. Here's a quick preview of our interview with Seth Rudolph.
When I came in, I was smaller than everyone else, but I was always kind of smaller than everyone else. So it really, playing in the academy really got me to play against bigger guys, faster, more technical guys. So it really helped me improve and be ready for the next level.
Well, you've no doubt gotten to know some of our players pretty well on the pitch so far this season, but let's get to know them a little bit better off. In this episode of Dan's Dozen, we talk with the St. Louis FC players about their favorite movies. Let's check it out.
Dumb and Dumber. Grew up on that one.
It'd have to be Cool Runnings and Bad Boys. I have two. Those are top two for me.
I'd have to go old school like Bad Boys.
I'm a big Usual Suspects fan.
My favorite movie is Old School.
Yeah, I do. Southpaw is actually my favorite movie.
Favorite movie? I would have to say by Jet Li, The Black Mask, a martial arts movie.
Remember the Titans.
I would say Chasing Mavericks. I don't know if you ever watched that. It's a surfing movie.
That's tough. You know, I went and I've seen a few Nicholas Sparks movies with my girlfriend. Those are all right.
I'm a big fan of like Leonardo DiCaprio. I like all of his movies. I like The Revenant that he just did. That was sick. Titanic's a good one as well.
So I like Kevin Hart films, probably Think Like a Man. Big fan of the romantic comedies, I would say.
And introducing new this summer, Ale Fleur 1, brewed by Kirkwood Station Brewing Company. Ale Fleur 1 is an American session IPA made exclusively for St. Louis FC. Be sure to check out stlouisfc.com for more information on where you can find Ale Fleur 1 this summer. A portion of the proceeds for Ale Fleur 1 sales will be donated to charity. From personal experience, you don't want to miss out on trying this beer. And the boys stuck around after practice this week for a unique competition, the Crossbar Challenge. Let's check it out and see who was this week's winner.
We've got a little crossbar challenge going on today. I picked the 3 weakest lads in the team. We got Mitch Bullet here, AJ Cochran, and we got TD, Tyler David. All right, the rules are, if you hit it's outside the D, if you hit the crossbar, 1 point. If you hit the crossbar and then get it in the goal, you got 2 points. If you hit the crossbar and volley it into the net on the full, you get 3 points. See what happens here. It's good. Oh, I knew these were the weakest. That's good. Oh, here we go. And the volley. Oh! Oh! Teaching these how to do it. Don't come on my turf, boys. Yeah, 2 points. That's only round one. Oh, higher than 3 foot, Mitch. Boys aren't on my level. Shall I go right footed so you guys can keep up? Round one, Musa on top. Shall I go right footed for you, Mitch? Go for it, man. Right footed?
You miss it badly, though. You're gonna hit it on the floor. You ain't gonna get in there.
Ooh! Ooh! Ah. Weak. Weak. Come on, AJ. Nah. Come on, Vince, what you got? Curly toe. Oh. Too much wheat bix this morning, mate. All right. If none of you can catch me, I think, what's the forfeit? What's the forfeit?
No, we're not forfeiting.
The only way you can catch me is by volleying it on the net on the floor, off the crossbar. See you, Vince. Early shower, lad.
I'm out of here. Be good here. Out of here.
Oh.
Oh! Like it!
Oh, miss! Oh, no! Yes, that bullet caught me! Hey Mitch, you and me, sudden death. Mitch has just gone and tied on the last one. Oh! Yeah! Yeah! 3 points! Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on, Mitch. Come on, Mitch, no pressure. If you don't make this, you're out. Basically. Yeah! Unlucky, Mitch. Give me a hug, man.
No, I have it out.
Give me a hug, man. There was no sudden death. Give me a hug, Mitch.
There was no sudden death. I 1-3-2.
And James Musa wins this week's St. Louis FC Crossbar Challenge. Think your soccer trick is worthy of the best trick in St. Louis? Well, we want to see it. Follow St. Louis FC on Facebook or Instagram and post your best trick for a chance to win merchandise from the fan shop and tickets to an upcoming match. All you have to do is post your trick with the hashtag #STLFCTricks and you'll be entered into the contest. So get out to a park today and make it happen. Get the latest scores, stats, and updates via the St. Louis FC mobile app. St. Louis FC is the first team in the USL to launch an app, and you can find it in the iTunes Store. Download yours today. And we'll close today's episode with the best of the best. Here are the USL highlight reel goals of the week.
Great turn by the Whitecaps.
Whitecaps still pushing forward. They're going to go for the game winner. No one at the back post. An opportunity.
Wow.
A shot and a goal.
Monarchs defense like Swiss cheese there, just hole after hole.
And Seattle's just been knocking on the door and Sacramento can't keep possession.
Played in, Craven goes down, here's a strike, and is it a goal? It is! And it's Zach Mathers off the bench. Craven was down, many of the Republic players stopped.
Clips it across, he's trying to pick out Woodbine who controls it. Back into a good area, oh, 2-0! Cordovez angles the header, and the Battery take control here with 10 minutes before the second half.
Kareem provides a little bit of a different pace as Alvarez now towards the 18. Nice run from Tayu on, and he fires it into the opposite side of the net. And you could almost sense that one kind of coming and building and building.
There's a defensive four in the midfield too, so they need to push up and get closer to each other.
Oh, Hayden, a service into Cox is in the net. Goal, OCB. Michael Cox, his team-leading 6th goal of the season. And we are level at 1.
Am I allowed to get it signed?
Be sure to check out STL FC Insider each week right here on the St. Louis FC YouTube page. On behalf of all of us here at St. Louis FC TV and the rest of the Fleur de Lis faithful, thanks for watching.
Moves it on goal, he may have a shot. Takes a go at it, he scores! He scores! Oh, Rudolph! From 35 yards out, a pill in the upper left-hand corner.